It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the Dolphins' second-year running back. He comes into this one second in the league in rushing with an eye on becoming number one. It's the Dolphins and the Raiders, and it's coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Las Vegas. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his fifth year at quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing to start the drive. Porter over the middle, it's Holmes. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a yard. Up the middle with Brooks here. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Second and one, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Shakes off the sag. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up second down. You talk about this Miami defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Third down and 1. Operating from the gun, Porter. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Taking it about the 16. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over first and 10. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Murphy running straight ahead. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in Vegas. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
By the way, guys, just in case you're interested, 51 is injured and 50, my rookie, is now starting for him. So number 50, we're going to keep track of him. He's usually on the left side of the screen, the right side of the defense. And, yeah, we played today. So he's already got a good fun play there.
They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw. Porter trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
The Dolphins offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. He had the touchdown pass on the opening drive. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes coming in, and he's right up there among the league's best. They'll go with Murphy here on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Now a give here to Murphy. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
And as we've seen, points have been
ouch, ouch, that one hurt. That one fucking hurt.
Further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching.
My fault, man. I should have just looked at it. I just hiked the ball through it.
Where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get that complete to... And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. They'll look to throw here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 29 yards. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied at 7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, the Dolphins offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's putting together some kind of campaign. Currently second in the NFL in touchdown receptions among wideouts. Looking to pass. Tua. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second down and 6 now. Now the first carry here for the running back. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Oh, that is incomplete. The Dolphins at 12-1 now to start play. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Tua sets up to pass it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tua going to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Max Crosby, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Operating from the gun, Porter, and that's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Porter. Shakir holds it in. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's Jake Bailey now. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They run with Murphy to begin the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Holding offense.
Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now Tua. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. On the handoff, it's Murphy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already up over 200 yards passing. Play action. Now it's Tua. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. A run for Murphy, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half, 10-7, our score. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And you
I did not see that linebacker till last fucking minute. Jesus Christ. These teams are to fucking move the ball on.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll send a tight end in motion right. 2nd and 6. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. He finds Douglas complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium. George Pickens, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Michael Wilson, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Josh Allen, strong in the victory as his guys run their record to 10-4 now with 2 weeks to go. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
7 yards there and a first down.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Second down in the yard. From midfield, here's Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Murphy trying to pick it up on the ground. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On first down, Murphy again. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On play action, here's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Murphy. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And with that last run, that's going to move him over 1,000 yards rushing now for the year. So a nice milestone to hit in what has been an exceptional season on the ground. 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues down.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, looking to 2 on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they're going to run for it here. Oh, he bowls over him. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. 2nd down and 3. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. It's a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second down and inches. Over the middle, it's Holmes. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Douglas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 1. Off play action. Porter. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to Bowers once again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Back to throw. Porter. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Raiders on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Porter. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this each game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 69 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run again here with Murphy. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Room here to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A shotgun handoff to Murphy. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Looking to pass. Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They'll run with Murphy. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Tua sets up to pass it. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode. Getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raiders now set to get the football back. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw. Porter. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Franklin. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. The Raiders heading out to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He'll get that complete to Franklin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Dolphins, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.